All right, verse and devotion for today is coming out of Mark chapter 1, verses 21 through 28. And the key verse for today, I love this verse. It's so just, ooh. It's verse 25 of Mark chapter 1. It says, "Be quiet," said Jesus sternly. "Come out of him." Jesus was talking to a demonic spirit, and he didn't pull any punches. He didn't have to say in Jesus' name because he is Jesus. So he just said, "Be quiet and come out of him." He and the 4 other disciples, they were brand new, were headed to it says Capernaum, and I'll read it all here in a second, but they're headed to Capernaum. He goes in and he starts teaching, and while he's teaching, this person that was in there had a demonic spirit inside of them. Well, the demon, I know it's not funny, I'm sorry, but it strikes me funny because that's just how God is. He's got it always, all the time. This demon manifests himself because he's like, holy poop, it's God, and he's here. And, I mean, I'm sure he didn't say holy poop, but you know what I mean. He literally was, he knew who Jesus was. Do you understand what I'm saying? He knew Jesus was the Son of God. He knew that he was God in front of him, and there was no messing around. People, when you have Jesus, you have incredible power that is inside of you. And this demon knew it. Even the demons know who Jesus is, and that you don't mess with him. That's what I love, okay? All right, verse 21. It's Jesus, James, John, and Andrew and Simon. Okay, and they went to Capernaum, and when the Sabbath came, Jesus went into the synagogue and began to teach. The people were amazed at his teaching because he taught them as one who had authority. And he did. He knew exactly what he was talking about. It's not like he had to go to school for this. He taught as one who had authority, not as the teachers of the law. Just then, a man in their synagogue who was possessed by an evil spirit cried out, "What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." That's what I'm getting at. The demon knew who he was. "Be quiet," Jesus said Jesus sternly. "Come out of him." The evil spirit shook the man violently and came out of him with a shriek. Now, I have witnessed things like this before. I've seen it, and that does happen. It's something else. But that's what happens. They're trying to get out of the body and go. And it's not done politely or quietly or nicely at all. Verse 27 says, "The people were all so amazed that they asked each other, 'What is this? A new teaching with authority? He even gives orders to evil spirits, and they obey him.'" It's true. When Jesus speaks, you got to listen. And he told that demon, come out of him, and to be quiet. So he had to. He had to go. News about him spread quickly over the whole region of Galilee. That's one of the things that I try and teach the children, and I try and teach the newer Christians that are adults that I teach too, is that the capacity of the power that God contains, I don't know if we fully can wrap our head around it. Because again, we live in this this perfect box, that's what how we think. And God doesn't operate like that. And God has power beyond power, beyond power, beyond power. And it's not because he won, which he did, it's because of love. God's love knows no boundaries. And when he portrays that onto us and gives that to us and is inside of us, the possibilities of what can happen are endless. So think about that today. Embrace that today. And ask God to show you what he wants to do with you and how he wants to use you. I'm not saying you're going to go around casting out demons, but you might if that's what he has for you. Get alone with the Lord. Talk to him and see what he wants for you today. You be pleasantly surprised.